GeopByte.
Hi students, welcome to the GeopByte. In this video, let us discuss the remaining properties of whole numbers. We have discussed few properties of whole numbers in the last video, namely the closure property, the commutative property, and the associative property. The remaining all properties we will discuss clearly in this particular video. I hope all of you have gone through the previous video. Now the remaining properties of whole numbers are identity property, distributive property, multiplication and division by 0, and the last one, patterns in whole numbers. Now first let us take the identity property or identity element. Again, the identity property we are going to discuss for addition and multiplication. First, let us take the identity property for addition. This let us discuss with an example. Look at the example 0 plus 260 is 260. Similarly, 89 plus 0 equal to 89. That means even if you add 0 for any number, the result is that number only. Therefore, 0 is the therefore 0 is the identity element for the whole numbers under addition. That means no matter how much you are adding to the 0, the answer is that number only. The conclusion I wrote like this. Look at the conclusion. It means no matter how much number you are added to 0, the sum remains that number itself. And it means when we add 0 to any whole number, the result is that number only. That means if you add any number to 0, the result is that particular number only. That is about the identity element for addition. Similarly, let us move to the identity property for multiplication. Look at the identity property for multiplication. 1 into 75 is equal to 75. Similarly, 980 into 1 is equal to 980 only. It means the 1 is the identity element for the whole number under multiplication. It means no matter how much you are multiplying with the 1, the resultant value is that whole number only. The conclusions I wrote like this. Look at the conclusion. It means when you multiply 1 with any number, the product is that number only. It means when you multiply 895 with 1, the answer is 895 only. Similarly, 1255 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1255 only. That's why we have concluded this 1 is the identity element for the whole number under multiplication. The other conclusion, that is, when we multiply 1 with any whole number, the result is that same number only. I hope all of you clearly understood about the identity element for both addition and multiplication. Now let us move towards the distributive property. Dear students, remember this distributive property is for making the difficult calculations easy. Under distributive property of multiplication, we are taking the two conditions. First one over addition, second one over subtraction. First, let us take the distributive property of multiplication under addition. Let us take an example for understanding this distributive property of multiplication under addition. I took 22 multiplied by 15. This 15 I am going to distribute as 10 plus 5 for simplifying our difficult calculations. I am distributing this 15 into 10 plus 5. Then 22 into 15 I can write as 22 into 10 plus 5. Then open the bracket. While you are opening the bracket, you should be very careful that this 22 should be multiplied with 10 and 5 separately. Look at the calculations. I have opened the bracket by multiplying 22 and 10 and 22 and 5. 22 and 5. What is the value of 22 multiplied by 10? 220. The value of 22 multiplied by 5 is 110. 220 plus 110 is 330. That is how we can simplify the difficult calculation by distributing one number into two numbers. The conclusions are, look at the conclusions. This distributive property is for making difficult calculations easy. So when we open the brackets, 22 is multiplied with two numbers, namely 10 and 5. This is called the distributive of multiplication over addition. Dear students, I hope all of you clearly understood about the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now let us move to the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Let us take an example for your better understanding. 7 into 19. This 19 I am going to distribute as 20 minus 1. Look at the next step. 17 multiplied by 19 I wrote as 17 multiplied by 20 minus 1. Now you open the brackets. But while you are opening the bracket, you should be very careful that this 7 should be multiplied with two numbers. That means 7 multiplied by 20 minus 7 multiplied by 1. That I wrote like this. 7 multiplied by 20 minus 7 multiplied by 1. 7 multiplied by 20 how much? 140 minus 7. 140 minus 7 is 133. That is how you can simplify the difficult problems by distributive property of multiplication for subtraction. So the 133 be the value of 7 multiplied by 19. The conclusions are, look at the conclusions. The conclusions are, when we open the brackets, we multiplied 7 with both numbers, namely 20 and 10. So this is called the distributive property of multiplication for subtraction. The use of distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction is to simplify the calculations easy. For getting the answers easily, even with difficult calculations, we can use the distributive property. I hope all of you clearly understood about the distributive property of multiplication for addition and subtraction. Now let us move to the other property called multiplication and division by 0. Multiplication and division by 0. First let us take the multiplication by 0. Let us take an example. 0 multiplied by 45 is 0. 189 multiplied by 0 equal to 0. It means when you multiply any number with 0, the result is 0. It means the product of two whole numbers is 0, then one or both numbers have to be 0. It means the product of any two whole numbers 0 means either one number must be 0 or both whole numbers must be 0. Or we can say when we multiply 0 with any whole number, the result is always 0. Means even if you multiply very big number like 2, 8, 3, 6, 4, 8, 9 with 0, the answer is 0 only. So conclusion is, if you multiply any whole number with 0, the answer or the result is 0 only. I hope all of you clearly understood about the multiplication by 0, division by 0. Dear students, it can be better understood by taking the number line with an example 9 divided by 0. Dear friends, on a number line 9 divided by 0 means subtract 0 from 9 till we reach to 0. 0 is the conclusion for getting the division. Anyhow, but even if you subtract the 0 from 9 in any number of times, we cannot reach to 0. It means we would keep on jump on 9 indefinitely even by 100 jumps or 1000 jumps. This means we will never reach an conclusion that is 0. Therefore, division of whole number by 0 cannot be defined. I hope all of you clearly got my point. That means indirectly 100 divided by 0 is not possible. 2000 divided by 0 is not possible. Similarly, 25,000 divided by 0 cannot be defined. I hope all of you clearly got my point. Now let us move to the last property of whole number, that is patterns in whole numbers. Look at the patterns in whole numbers. Dear students, as we know, it is very easy for you either for adding or multiplying with 10, 100, 1000, etc. For example, if the number is given 99, you can write this 99 as 100 minus 1. Therefore, here 99 is your pattern. Similarly, 999 I can write as 1000 minus 1. Similarly, 9999 I can write as 10,000 minus 1. Similarly, for division, 5 can be written as 10 divided by 2. 25 can be written as 100 divided by 4. 125 can be written as 1000 divided by 8. Now let us take the pattern for addition. Look at the example. 645 plus 999. As we know, this 999 is our pattern. This 999 I can write as 1000 minus 1. Look at the value 645 plus 1000 minus 1. Now it is very easy for you to add these two numbers. 1000 plus 645, 1645 minus 1 equal to 1644. I hope all of you clearly understood about the patterns for addition. Similarly, let us take the pattern for multiplication. Let us take an example for your better understanding. 342 multiplied by 999. Here the pattern is 999. This 999 I can write as 1000 minus 1. 1000 minus 1. Now you remove the brackets. For removing the brackets, you have to multiply this 342 with 1000 and with 1 separately. 342 multiplied by 1000 is 342 thousands minus 342 multiplied by 1 is 342. You simplify the value for getting your answer. I hope all of you clearly understood. That is how you can utilize the patterns for simplifying the problem under multiplication. Similarly, multiplication of even numbers by 5, 25, 125, etc. Let us take an example. 135 multiplied by 5. Here this 5 is the pattern, can be written as 10 divided by 2. Then this 138 multiplied by 5 I wrote as 138 into 10 divided by 2. First let us do the division. 138 into 10 divided by 2. 269 times. Then 69 multiplied by 10 is the 690. That is how you can simplify the difficult problems by using the patterns. Similarly, let us take other example. 64 multiplied by 125. Here 125 is the pattern. I can write as 1000 divided by 8. This 125 I wrote as 1000 divided by 8. 64 into 1000 divided by 8. First division, 8 times, then multiplication. This 8 multiplied by 1000 is 8000 is your answer. See how simply you are getting the answer by using the patterns for the whole numbers. I hope all of you clearly got my point. Let us take other example. 32 multiplied by 15. Here 15 is your pattern, can be written as 30 divided by 2. Then 32 multiplied by 30 divided by 2. First you have to do the division. 2 16 times. Now multiplication. 16 multiplied by 30 is the 480. That is how you can simplify the whole number multiplication by using the patterns. So the conclusion, this is how we can simplify the answer by using the patterns. Dear students, I hope all of you clearly understood all the properties of whole numbers. In the next video, we will discuss first example problems, then we will go for exercise problems. Anyhow, thank you very much. Have a great day. Please subscribe our channel called GeopByte. Once again, thank you very much.
GeopByte.